to this week's fabulous webinar. Today I'm coming to you from beautiful Queensland, Australia, with a wonderful lady. Her name is Marita Mason, and she has so much knowledge and she's got a heart of gold and she is so youthful. I just drove about 6 hours with her yesterday and she came back and played tennis for many hours, competitive tennis. And I was, I thought, my goodness, how are you going to do that after such a long trip? And she really walks the talk, and she's an amazing model of wellness. And I think the older she gets, the younger she is, and also the more beautiful she gets as well. So welcome to the webinar, Marita.
Thanks, Ian.
Now, I'm going to start our slides, so bear with me while I try and share the screen. And then we'll try and do this PowerPoint. Okay, here we go. Well, before we get started, on behalf of Cerule products do not cure or heal any medical conditions. While we have clinical trials that support the efficacy of our products, we cannot claim they will cure or heal any specific conditions, and that ends the corporate message. So with no more to say, I'm going to pass it over to Marita Mason. She's a wealth of knowledge and she is fabulous. So Marita, the webinar is yours.
Hello, everyone. How do I?
Just saying, yeah.
So this is definitely, you have to listen to that corporate message, because this is more specifically, my talk is just about stem cells and aging, because there are diseases and that mentioned here, and you all know we're not allowed to talk about that in the same sentence as Cerule. So I am really passionate to have this little PowerPoint that Mark Anderson prepared for me, and he just did such an amazing job. So I really love this picture. It's very quirky. Stem cells do what exactly? I recently did a survey on aging, and it was just fascinating. I asked people what their fears were about aging, and all this stuff is what came up. For some it was financial, but for others it was, getting old and doddery. That's Sandra Barnsley's big fear, but it's not going to happen now. Wrinkles, no energy, aches and pains, trouble getting out of bed, trouble getting up and down the stairs, loss of bone density, thinning hair, sore joints, not being able to play sport, losing independence, and basically looking like shit, which I'm probably not allowed to say, but that's the truth. Probably more women's fears than men's fears, but it's very real. And so for me, I've been so fortunate to be on stem cell nutrition since 2007. And of all those aging symptoms, I don't have any of them. I'm 70 this year. In 1998, I was told after a knee operation that I could end up in a wheelchair if I kept playing tennis. Well, I'm now playing 3 to 4 times a week, including in a weekly competition. And as Ian said last night, we did a big trip yesterday, and I played till 10 o'clock last night. I was playing singles against a 26-year-old, and it was tough. We came off just so sweaty. But I won that. I won that set, and there's no way I could do it without having the ability to regenerate after playing such hardcore tennis like that. So my cartilage is regenerated, and I don't have any more. If I was talking Cerule, I wouldn't be allowed to say I don't have any more arthritis, but I'm not talking Cerule, so I can. I still don't wear glasses. I don't have bleeding gums anymore, brain fog. Strangely enough, my eyebrows have grown thicker, but I still get a little hair on my chin, like a witch's hair every now and then that I sort of pull out. And my immune system is really strong, so I just don't get sick anymore. So this is me playing tennis a couple of weeks ago. And I just love it. I love being able to play as hard as I can these days. So, why do children heal and recover from injury so quickly? It's because their system of stem cell release into the bloodstream is functioning at optimal levels. From birth to 30, we were almost bulletproof with radiant skin and flexible bodies. But as you know, after 50, we only have 50% of our stem cells migrating into our bloodstream. And then at 65, we only have 10% of our stem cells being released. And that's why we age so quickly then. So, you know, I go to the movies a lot and I watch people and I see people, even in the movies, the older people, just watching the stairs, and, you know, it's just they're doddery. And I just would love to be able to go and say to everyone, you don't have to be like this. But of course, you know, there's no way that's going to happen. So I love this. Ian mentions this in his talk sometimes about your bank account. And so let's think of stem cells like your internal bank account. And with more stem cells circulating in our bloodstream, our immune system will be strong and everything will function optimally in our body. As we get older, the withdrawals get greater and the deposits get less. So if we're not careful, our stem cell account will be bankrupted. And this is when aging and disease really kick in. So what's your stem cell bank account look like? Are you in the red? Well, if you're on the product, obviously, it's going to be a lot better than if you weren't on it. And in Ian's talk, he was a builder, and he talks about renovating a house and how the stem cells are like that. But and I really love his analogy. And I love that the body's intelligence will direct your stem cells to wherever they're needed. So we don't even have to think about what needs renovating. So it's like having a magic renovation genie running around 24/7, fixing everything before we even know that anything's wrong. So it's just it's so exciting. I'm just so passionate about this. And doing the research on this little talk made me even more excited. So it's cool. So what do stem cells help? Like when you look at this, you just go, oh my God, there's really nothing they don't help with. Maintain your cardiovascular system, enhance your skin elasticity and reduce wrinkles, promote your brain and neural health, promote immune system and joint health. You can feel stronger and more resilient. And especially with the PEA, the happy stuff in chocolate, you know, you have that emotional resilience as well. Better sleep, mood, energy and focus. Enhance your sexual potency and performance for anyone who that applies to. Not me at the moment, sorry to say. Promotes improvements in your eyesight. And I love that I go to a restaurant with people a lot younger than me, and they've gotten their glasses, they're pretty stuffed. I have to borrow glasses to read the menu. I love that even I don't have to do that. I don't have to find my glasses or look for them. Promote healthy kidneys, liver, pancreas, intestines, colon and bowel regularity. And how cool is that? It's just amazing. And here's some scary facts on aging that I found the other day. Heart disease, stroke, cancer and diabetes are among the most common chronic health conditions, causing 2/3 of deaths every year. And how's this? A senior dies from falling every 29 minutes. That, I hadn't heard that before. Because aging causes bones to shrink and muscles to lose strength. Seniors are more susceptible to losing their balance, bruising and fracturing a bone. So obviously, you know, if they do fall and fracture a bone, and if they're 65, they'll have 10% of their stem cells coming out. That's not even going to be enough to maintain the health that they have it, let alone try and fix a bone that's broken. So it's, you know, it's really tragic what happens. The cumulative effect of no stem cells coming out is just very scary. And incompetence is common with aging. That's a very scary one. And a common mental disorder among seniors is depression, and approximately 47.5 million people worldwide have dementia. Like, that alone is just awful. So the most common diseases facing the elderly, and we probably all know someone with you know, a few of these: adult onset diabetes, arthritis, kidney and bladder problems, dementia, Parkinson's disease, glaucoma, lung disease, cataracts, enlarged prostate, osteoporosis, macular degeneration, Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, and depression. So, very good news. Excellent news. Most of these diseases are avoidable by increasing the amount of circulating stem cells into your bloodstream. And people ask me, how long do I have to be on this product for? And I say, well, take me, for example, 70 this year. So probably have about less than 8% of my stem cells coming out. So if I went off this product, I would just default back ultimately to being a normal 70-year-old, and then I would just start aging like everyone else. So who would ever want to go off this product? We're just not going to. I love this picture. Thank you, Mark Anderson, for finding, and I really love this analogy, like just like the introduction of penicillin and antibiotics, stem cell nutrition is a game changer in the field of health. It's the ultimate anti-aging treatment and can help us turn back the clock and live a more dynamic, passionate, and exciting life. And I'm really testament to that, because I don't really have any aging symptoms, and I'm playing tennis better than ever. I mean, that's just ridiculous, because most people my age, they get the dodgy knees or the tennis elbow or something else, and they just give up because they that's it. And the good thing, no injections needed. Woohoo. So sorry about the guys not getting a picture here, but you know, us women are probably more aware of how we look as we age. So, you know, what's your choice? Aging is inevitable, but doing it gracefully is optional. So I know what my choice is, and the choice is yours. Obviously, you're on the right track being here. So well done, everyone. And thank you, Mark, for this cute picture that was taken on the last day of my free trip to Hawaii last year. It was taken on a ship where we went out to see fireworks, and we had a great dinner, and I was very happy, as you can tell. So we just have one life. Let's just live the best way possible and share this with people, because I tell you what, aging population, there's just so many people aging at the moment, and we need this. So thank you for listening to me. Blessings and love from me to you.
Well, Marita, that was totally wonderful. And let me just see if I can figure out how to stop sharing the screen. Oh, here we go. Let's stop sharing. Here we go. And I'll have us back on. Well, Marita, can you reiterate? Look, now you're like a teenager. I mean, I think you told me you were playing a 26-year-old last night in competitive tennis for hours till 10 o'clock at night, after driving for 6 hours with me and spending many hours with other people while we went on that trip. How was your life? What was your health and wellness and your joints and everything like before you started our products?
Well, this is why I'm so grateful and so passionate, because I had a lot of arthritis. I knew if I kept playing tennis, I could end up in a wheelchair, but not playing tennis would have been like a death sentence to me. So being able to do that, I also have 3 grandchildren, and I'm very active with them. I love that. I have a stand-up paddleboard. I live in Noosa. If you don't know what Noosa is like, just do an online search. It's the paradise of Australia, and it is so exquisite. I'm really happy to be here. And another thing, I was able to take myself off the pension because of Cyril. So I would have then, if I'd just been on the pension, and I don't have a lot put away for the future, probably because I don't think I'm going to die. So this has given me, the ability to live here, to live well, to be able to do the things that I want and not be dependent. But, just not having to wear glasses, my skin's a lot better, my energy's better, and I'm just so passionate about the business of Cyril and the people that are drawn to it. My team, I love them. We're like a big family. So Cyril it covers a lot of ground for me. It just covers lifestyle, covers health, covers vitality, keeps me focused and youthful and joyful and getting better. So, I'm really grateful. If it wasn't for Ian, I wouldn't be here. And grateful to all those leaders in Cyril who are doing a great job.
So, Marita, you've got a great business here. What would you say the keys to success? How do you build your business? How do you help your team? How do you make the magic happen? Because I call you Magic Marita.
Look, this is not mainstream for me. I've been a healer for 40 years. So for me, it's all about personal development, because I've had to come up a few notches in myself to grow, to become a leader. I wasn't born a leader. I was really sort of a victim. I grew up a victim to a family situation that wasn't ideal. And so I've grown, and I love helping my team with their issues. To me, that's number one. It's because I connect to them in a really deep way, and I show them that I care, and it's those little things that I help with. I do all the other stuff, like, run them through the back office, and, if they're doing webinars, I'll go and support them there. But my big thing is self-development. And I actually have a therapy session with a body code practitioner, once a week or once every 2 weeks, to help me get to another level in myself, because I have a limited perspective on creating wealth and being a leader and having the backbone for that. So that's just my take on it. Number one for me is just personal development. And then all the stuff is there. I also create lots of booklets that I feel are very helpful for my team, because I don't like sending out a million emails. I love going back to Perth. At times that's the other side of Australia for people who don't know, because I'm from Perth, and my biggest leaders there is Sandra Barnsley. And I will often, be there at the same time that she's running a meeting, maybe with Linda Hoggart. So, that's about it. Normal stuff, but so into personal development for everyone. And I really encourage my team to do that as well, which a lot of them do. And we're on the same page with that. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Marita, one of my sayings is, the greatest of all human needs, the need to feel connected, and you're just so connected to all your team. And I really want to thank you for connecting with all of us today. Thank you, Marita.
It's been lovely, Ian. And I'm so grateful for Ian. He is just such a role model in this business. We are so blessed to have him. So thank you, Ian. Right. Thanks, everyone. Blessings.
Thank you.
Well, with that, everyone's unmuted. Thank you so much for coming. And we will be back at the same time, same place next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Ian.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody.
God bless.
Bye. God bless.
Thank you.
Lindsay, Casey, if you want to talk.
You can have a seat.